We're all hearing about AI constantly, right? It's everywhere. But what's really coming next, beyond the cool art and chatbots? Well, that's what we're going to dive into. We're looking at 5 huge ways AI is set to totally reshape our world in the next 10 years. All right, let's get right into it. I mean, it's one thing for an AI to paint a pretty picture. That's cool and all. But what can it really do for us, for humanity? That's the big question, isn't it? We're talking about moving past the fun novelties and into stuff that's actually, essential. And that's exactly what this is all about. The changes we're about to see, they're not just small tweaks. We're talking about massive shifts in how we handle everything from our online security and kids' education to our own health and even the planet itself. So, where do we start? Let's kick things off with 2 areas that are, well, pretty fundamental to how we live, how we keep ourselves safe online, and how we prepare the next generation for the future. Think about it. Every single day, our digital lives are under siege. Our data, our banks, the infrastructure we rely on, it's all facing this constant storm of cyber attacks. And the tricky part is, as our tech gets smarter, so do the bad guys. It's this relentless, high-stakes game of cat and mouse. This is where AI steps in and becomes our smartest line of defense. And what's so cool about this is that it's not just a simple firewall anymore. Think of it more like a digital detective or a strategist. It's constantly sifting through massive amounts of data in real time, spotting weird patterns that scream attack. But here's the real game changer. It learns. It learns from every past attack and starts to predict what criminals might try next. It can spot the signs of a new threat before it even gets off the ground. That shift from just reacting to proactively defending, that's huge. Now that same power, that ability to see patterns and adapt on the fly, can be used in a completely different but just as important field, education. We all know this, right? Every student is different. They learn in their own way, at their own pace. But our classrooms, they're often one size fits all. And with teachers totally swamped, it's almost impossible to give every kid the individual attention they need. So sadly, some just fall through the cracks. And this brings up a really common fear people have. Are robots going to replace teachers? And the answer is a big no. This quote really hits the nail on the head. The goal here isn't to get rid of human teachers. It's to give them superpowers. AI can take over the tedious stuff, the grading, the administrative tasks, so teachers can get back to doing what only they can do, inspiring, mentoring, and really connecting with their students. So, the solution has a name: personalized learning. Imagine a learning platform that's smart enough to know exactly where a student is at. If they're struggling with algebra, it serves up extra help and different examples. If they're acing it, it gives them a bigger challenge. It's a curriculum that literally adapts in real time to each student. This means everyone gets the right support to actually thrive. Okay, so we've seen how AI can change our schools. Now let's bring it even closer to home and look at how it's going to affect our personal lives, specifically in 2 incredibly important areas: our health and the help we get day to day. For like centuries, medicine has mostly been about finding what works for the average person. But here's the thing, none of us are truly average. The next big leap in healthcare is all about you. It's about using AI to look at your unique genetics, your lifestyle, your personal history, and creating treatments that are tailor-made just for you. And this table just breaks down how massive that shift is. AI can analyze your data to predict what might happen down the road, and it can help doctors spot diseases way earlier and more accurately. I mean, think about the wearable monitors. Imagine your smartwatch doing more than just counting steps. Imagine it noticing a tiny, subtle change in your heart rhythm and quietly alerting your doctor days before you would have even felt a single symptom. This isn't just about convenience. It's about making healthcare proactive instead of reactive and getting it to more people than ever before. Okay, let's be honest. Most of us have a virtual assistant like Siri or Alexa, and they're fine. They can set a timer, but they're pretty limited, right? Well, get ready for a major upgrade. Over the next decade, these things are going to evolve from basic command takers into actual AI companions. Because of huge advances in how they understand human language, they'll be able to grasp context, have real back and forth conversations, and become seriously useful tools. This could be life-changing, especially for older folks or people with disabilities. All right, so we've gone from the digital world to our schools to our own bodies. Now, let's zoom out, way out. Let's talk about the planet. The climate crisis is probably the biggest challenge of our time. And believe it or not, AI is becoming a super important tool in that fight. So, how exactly does an AI fight climate change? Well, the key thing to understand is that AI gives us the brain power to make sense of insanely complex systems. It can chew through mountains of environmental data to build way better climate models. It can help us create early warning systems for things like hurricanes or wildfires. It can optimize our power grids to use more renewable energy. And it can even help us figure out more sustainable ways to grow our food. It's like having a powerful new ally in building a greener future. So we've just covered some incredible potential here. From our personal data to our global climate, AI is really set to change the game in some amazing ways. But, and this is a big but, this incredible future isn't just going to happen on its own. So, just to recap, we're standing on the edge of a really transformative time. We're talking about a future with safer digital spaces, education that fits the student, medicine that fits our DNA, digital assistants that are actually helpful, and a powerful new tool to help heal our planet. That is the incredible promise of AI. But, of course, with great power comes great responsibility, right? To get to that amazing future, we have to deal with the other side of the coin. As you can see here, for every promise, there's a responsibility. We have to have serious conversations about ethics, about data privacy, and about making sure this technology is rolled out fairly so it helps everyone, not just a select few. These are the hurdles we have to clear to make that bright future a reality. And that really brings us to the most important point of all. AI isn't some force of nature that's just happening to us. It's a tool, it's a technology that we are building, that we are shaping every single day. The path it takes, that's our choice. So the real question isn't what will AI do? It's what will we choose to build with